Excuse me, my name is Jerry Miller, and welcome to the I Love CVille Show. Thank you kindly for joining us on a network we have created from scratch, a network that galvanizes every social media platform known to mankind and airs our content live and then archives our content for your viewing and listening pleasure in real time or at your leisure. Today's program is going to be a heavy-hitting one, a hard-hitting one. If you watch the I Love CVille Network, you know we are unafraid to tackle topics that matter. We seek no approval. We are unabashed in our perspective, in our analysis. We offer perspective and analysis that is honest and from the heart. And before we talk a storyline that has undoubtedly gone viral on this network over the last 4 or 5 days, the business practices of Sigora Solar, now known as Sigora Home, I want you to take a step back with me and consider some of the stories we have broken right here on the I Love CVille Network. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why this show reaches so many people, so many in Central Virginia, so many across the Commonwealth, and so many across the country is because we relay information to you that can be found nowhere else. And because we relay that type of information, we often have legacy media, print, radio, and television watching us. And today is no different. I see a TV station in Richmond watching the program, one here in Charlottesville, a weekly paper watching the show, and I encourage all reporters and editors and publishers watching today's program to get out your notebook, your handheld recorder, and get ready for an expose of significantly demoralizing proportions. Before I talk the business practices of Sigora Solar, a saga that we are now going to moniker, a saga that we will relay to you in a snapshot every single damn day that I am on air. I want you to think about some of the news stories we have broken of late on the I Love CVille Network. We were the first to relay to you Champion Hospitality Group's financial negligence and how that financial negligence was impacting so many folks, whether waiters, whether hosts, whether bartenders, whether back-of-the-house staff. We highlighted first that the proprietor of Champion Hospitality Group was not paying people on time, was behind on payroll, was not paying landlords on time, was behind tens of thousands of dollars in lease payments, was doing sketchy and shady things when it came to tip money for waitstaff at various Champion Hospitality Group restaurants. We were the first to relay to you on this network what the Champion Hospitality Group did to Laura Fauner at Siren Restaurant in Vinegar Hill. Shenanigans that resulted in Siren having its electricity turned off, Siren having payroll bounce, a position that put Laura Fauner, who I have tremendous respect for, the owner and executive chef of Siren, in a precarious position. She thought the Champion Hospitality Group was managing the finances of her brand and restaurant. In reality, they were not. And you heard about it here first. And as a result, what we relayed to you hit the traditional news cycle of print, radio, and television. Let's take it a step further. Do you guys remember the Albemarle junior varsity football sexual assault that occurred in a locker room last fall? Who relayed to you that a hazing incident resulted in sexual assault after practice in the locker room at Albemarle High School with the JV football team? We were the first to relay that story to you. We explained that an assault happened, an assault with maybe coach and adults knowing about it. We passed this information to you because you deserve to know storylines like this. Our public schools are supposed to be safe havens for our kids, our children, and our students. And on this particular evening after football practice at Albemarle High School, the locker room was anything but a safe haven. A sexual assault occurred. We let you know that. I caught a lot of flack for months about this. Jerry's embellishing this story. Jerry's adding to this story. Guess what happened? I was right. The students involved were charged by the law. And today, I get props from parents, from coaches, and from those around Central Virginia saying thank you for standing up for the kids that were assaulted in this hazing incident sexually. They've been charged. You were right, Jerry. Remember the storyline of Nakia Walker paying people to speak at Charlottesville City Council meetings, using a city-issued credit card to speak, paying people to speak at council meetings with the city-issued credit card. We were the first to relay that to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I caught heat for that. People said, Jerry, you're going after Nakia Walker, the former mayor of Charlottesville, unfairly. Guess what happened? We were right. The Nakia Walker paying people to speak for city council meetings made it into the newspaper cycle, the radio cycle, and the television cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, we were the first to break the news that Mayor Lloyd Snook was running for re-election. He sat right across from me and said, Jerry, a lot of people watch your program. They're going to hear it first. I'm going to run for a second term here in Charlottesville, Virginia. We were the first to break the news that Tito Durrett was retiring with the Charlottesville Police Department. Tito Durrett grew up in the Charlottesville Police Department. He started in his impressionable late teenage years. And this past June 30th, he retired from the Charlottesville Police Department for good. Ladies and gentlemen, we were the first to break news like Hogwaller Brewing Company opening on High Street, or Feast in the Purple Building was sold to the Pellys, the owners of Mary Mill Farm. One of the reasons we break so much news on this program is because people trust us with information. And the story I'm about to relay to you, the Sigora solar saga, if you may, is no different. You have a solar company in Sigora Solar that is demoralizing, destroying, depressing, disheartening, and downright destructing the lives of customers all over this country. I talked Sigora on Thursday and Friday. The response has been as significant of any response I have ever received in the 6 years of hosting this talk show on the I Love CVille Network. The ammunition, the evidence, the data, the palpable and tangible storylines and firsthand perspectives that I have in my possession on this phone and this computer is as significant as any story I have ever covered. The data, the evidence, the firsthand perspective that I have in my possession is considerably more significant than the junior varsity sexual assault after football practice at Albemarle High School. And I would say that story was pretty damn significant. On Thursday and Friday, I reported on Sigora Home and Sigora Solar and how they are ghosting customers everywhere. I reported on the chief executive officer position and how it's been a turnstile of CEOs at the top of this company totem pole. On Thursday and Friday, I talked about employees for Sigora Solar and Sigora Home that have not been paid in a month or longer. Ladies and gentlemen, employees are contacting me left and right. Customers are contacting me left and right. I have now had 2 phone conversations with Sigora Solar's current CEO. His name is Michael Ball. I encourage you to look at Michael Ball on LinkedIn. There's 2 Michael Balls in the Charlottesville area. The one I encourage you to check out is Michael Ball, a realtor at eXp Realty. He is now the CEO of Sigora Solar. He was previously the chief financial officer of Sigora Solar. I've talked to him twice on the phone. Along with Michael Ball, I've talked with Sigora Solar's general counsel. This man's name, Justin Ritter. Sigora Solar, Sigora Home is now trying to batten down the hatches. They are putting up the proverbial gate to do as much damage control as possible. They issued a statement over the weekend Friday night into Saturday morning about the I Love CVille show. You can find that statement on Sigora Home's Instagram page, its Twitter page, and its LinkedIn page. You cannot find that statement on Sigora Home's Facebook page nor on its website. Why, you ask, would Sigora Home put a statement on its Instagram page, its LinkedIn page, and its Twitter account where they have very little following, instead of its Facebook page and its website where they have significant following? Well, that answer is very clear. The website and the Facebook page have massive traffic, and they know if they put a statement on there, the collateral damage from customers that have been burned by this company's practices would be robust and significant. On Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, no one follows them. Still, their Instagram statement that rebutted what I had to say on Thursday and Friday had significant feedback from followers and non-followers alike. I'm going to read that feedback from their Instagram page. I have screenshotted it all. And I'm also going to introduce a new segment of this program called the Sigora Solar Saga. The first-hand perspective from customers about a company that is damaging the lives of people everywhere. Each day we will relay first-hand perspective of what this company is doing to families. Average Joes and average Sallys, just like you and me. This will not be me talking. This will be Judah and I relaying first-hand perspective from emails, comments, reviews. People have reached out to us. It is disheartening to say the least. I encourage the many media outlets watching this program now, including the Richmond Times-Dispatch, to take your pencil out, your pen out, to take your recorder out, and to take notes, because this is an above-the-fold story in the Sunday edition that everyone should know about. This is very different than the Champion Hospitality Group malpractice, the financial negligence led by Hunter Smith. We're not talking shower beer or missile IPAs here. We're talking people unable to sell their houses because of Sigora Home. The Sigora Solar Saga is so deep that customers from 8 different states have reached out to yours truly with first-hand thoughts of how they've been burned by this brand. I am unabashed. I seek no approval. I am unfiltered, and I am unafraid. This show is about championing and standing up for the underdog, the little guy. And right now, Big Solar is effing the little guy. Let's get to Sigora's statement. This was issued late Friday night, a statement that they're going to regret. Late Friday night, after our shows on Thursday and Friday on this very network, Sigora released a statement. The statement reads as follows. Rest assured, Sigora Home is not going out of business. Further, Sigora Home is not headed toward nor filing for bankruptcy. This is simply not true. Yesterday, Jerry Miller's I Love CVille show reported the company was filing for bankruptcy, going out of business, and had shut down its Charlottesville headquarters and left Charlottesville in the dead of night. None of this is true. Instead, what is true is that we are excited to announce that Sigora Home is beginning a new chapter in its ongoing commitment to reducing carbon emissions and providing high-quality solar panel construction services and clean, reliable, and fair-price energy, which we have done in Virginia since 2011. In response to the certain internal company issues, we have decided to undergo a restructuring process that will streamline our operations and further enhance our capabilities. Part of this effort also involves converting our restructured team to a remote environment, as many tech companies have. Sigora's operations headquarters, there's a grammatical error in this statement, literally a grammatical error statement. Sigora operations headquarters address is 3022 Lee Jackson Highway, Stanton, Virginia 24401, and our P.O. Box mailing address remains the same. We assure you that these changes are designed to improve our business and service to our customers. We look forward to introducing our revamped organization in the coming months. Thank you to our customers, vendors, investors, and entrepreneurial eco-supporters and the community we serve. You are all what Sigora Homes' future is bright. You are all what makes Sigora Homes' future bright. I want you to call up that Instagram, and you're going to read the comments that come up under here, Judah Wickower. Before we get to those comments, I have some things to say. I know the owner of their Charlottesville location on Westfield. Sigora is between $110,000 and $150,000 behind on rent. The owner is putting the accounting ledger now. The lease ended in 2024, which last checked, it's 2023. This particular landlord is taking steps to demand the payment. The locks have been changed at Westfield, and legal action is under works. The representative of this owner on Westfield has indicated to me that this team, under the cloak of darkness, emptied the building. What many have not realized on the Sigora team, certainly not before they issued this statement that questioned my credibility, is there's a camera set up in the building. So let me take a step back. When I reported to you about this alleged sexual assault in the locker room after the Albemarle JV football practice, a hazing incident gone wrong, you want to know one of the reasons why I was confident with my statement and how I portrayed that story? I'll tell you why. Because I saw the video. I saw the video of football players, bystanders, that watched a hazing incident gone wrong, a hazing incident that could be undoubtedly lumped as assault. Teenagers had their phones out and were videoing it for social media, Snapchat and TikTok. That video was sent to me. So when I made those statements, I had tangible proof in my possession. When I made the statements about Nakia Walker paying people with a city-issued credit card to speak at city council meetings, I had tangible proof from inside City Hall. When I made the statements of Champion Hospitality Group's financial negligence, I had tangible proof from landlords everywhere that explained how far behind this entity was on their lease, and also tangible proof from Laura at Siren. When I talked Tito Durrett retiring, I heard it from the mouth of Lloyd Snook, the mayor of Charlottesville. When Lloyd told me he was running for re-election, he did it on the show, in a microphone and on camera. When I explained that Feast was being purchased by the Pelleys, the owner of Mary Mill Farm, you know how I knew that? Because I heard it from them. And when Hogwaller Brewing, when we broke the news about a new brewing company coming to High Street in the former Pie Chest location, want to know how I figured that out? I saw the ABC permit where they were looking for an ABC license with the address. Want to know how I have an idea of Sigora Home being between $110,000 and $150,000 behind on their rent, abandoning a lease, and vacating a property under the cloak of darkness? Because I have tangible proof. This company issued a statement over the weekend that has bold-faced lies within it. If you're going to issue a statement that has bold-faced lies, how will you treat customers, past, present, and future, when they don't have the influence, the network, the resources, and the platform that I do? Judah Wickower will welcome you on a two-shot. You are a man of even-keeled demeanor and consistency of mood. I encourage you to stick to reviews, comments, data, lawsuits, information relayed to us, and not offer conjecture. Mm-hmm. First, let's start with Sigora Home's Instagram account. And before we do, please realize that Sigora Home, much like Champion Hospitality Group, has disallowed comments on their Facebook page. Judah, why do brands and businesses disallow comments on their Facebook page when social media is supposed to be a platform of social engagement?
Because they don't want engagement.
And why would they not want engagement, Judah?
Because if all the engagement is purely negative, it's obviously going to paint a bad picture. And if their most heavily viewed social media pages are, for instance, Facebook, then it would stand to reason that they'd rather not have all those negative comments on their most highly trafficked social media site.
Well said. On their statement that they issued on Instagram, did you find it curious that they put a random warehouse address in Stanton, but what was missing from that statement was a phone number for people to call? Is it not odd that a company is saying we're here to serve our customers, but fails to issue a phone number in the statement that counters the reporting I do on this network? Because if you read the reviews online, what is the common denominator of some of these reviews, Mr. Judah Wickower?
I'd say the common denominator is a lot of angry people.
One more time for those in the back, please.
A lot of angry people.
And what is that anger based on? Is it based on ghosting? Your thoughts?
I'd say it's based on a lot of things. Some of the comments are from people that actually worked for Sigora and are telling people to stay away. Then we've got some comments. We've got some interactions on BBC with people basically explaining how they've been. I mean, I would say ghosted is too not kind a word, but it's I don't know that it goes far enough. I mean, these are people that have had money I would say that they've had money stolen from them.
Put the lower third on screen, the third one down, please. The one that starts with families. Put that on screen. My college roommate from the Washington Post, who's a writer for the Washington Post, is watching the program right now. Thomas, thank you kindly for watching the show. I know you're a busy guy. We still need to meet for that beer. We had some good times, Thomas. Give me 20 more minutes of your time, Thomas. Read the comments from the Sigora Home Instagram account under the statement that they issued late Friday night under the cloak of darkness, much like their moving habits. Read some of the comments. Show is yours. I'll stop talking.
All right. The first one we've got is says, I have no ill will towards Sigora, and I hope you get back to what you were. A good company offering good service and good value through an honest approach. Then you got greedy and made stupid decisions. As it stands, I regret having tied numerous friends and family to a 25-plus year commitment with a company that has been on a very steep decline now for over 2 years and doesn't seem to have returned a single phone call or made right a single mistake in over 2 years. Get your stuff together and do right by the people who invested their hard-earned money with you. Stop trying to grow when you can't even carry the load you already have. Learn how to do quality work and treat people right before you start branching into even more peripheral industries. I appreciate the opportunity you gave me, and I have fond memories of much of my time there, but you've screwed over a lot of people that put their trust in me, thereby damaging my integrity and my reputation. People are what matter. Until you figure that out, you're dead in the water.
Who is that from? A former employee. Clearly, right?
Clearly.
Okay, a former employee writing that. Keep going. Read some more comments under the Instagram post that they issued under the cloak of darkness in response to the I Love CVille show from Thursday and Friday.
Well, I'm going to jump to the bottom where we have another former employee.
This is another former Sigora employee. The show is yours.
It says, former worker/salesperson for Sigora. Hope nothing but the worst for this company. Misleading, untruthful, predatory. Pretty much as bad as the utility they make us hate so much. Personally dislike both equally. Both not good. I'm not going to say the word. I regret helping friends and family via this company and hope people get justice if they do go bankrupt. Very prepared to get blocked for this comment.
That's from Meg Payne. Meg Payne hates my guts. In fact, she says in the comment section, what else does she say about yours truly, me, in the comment section? Meg Payne. What does she say?
She says, and I usually hate Jerry Miller's comments. I'm not sure what either of those has to do with the story, though.
I just want to issue, for the point, it's a point. Meg Payne, a former worker and salesperson from Sigora, says, I hope nothing but the worst for this company, misleading, untruthful, predatory, pretty much as bad as the utility they make us hate so much, personally dislike both equally. She means Sigora in Dominion there. Both shitty, she says. I regret helping friends and family via this company and hope people get justice if they do go bankrupt. And this is someone who straight up dislikes me that's saying this. She says she dislikes me.
Yeah.
Still.
I don't know that has anything to do with it.
Why it has something to do with it is because she has no reason to agree with me. Other comments, please, on Sigora, on their Instagram page. Go to Sigora's Instagram account. It is called Sigora Home, and you can see this. I hope the investors of this company understand what is going on here. Keep going, please.
This guy is referencing their P.O. box and saying, is that the same P.O. box my clients should send the Attorney General's notices to get their money back, or is that some other address now? But you know, as the old adage says, when it sounds like bankruptcy, looks like bankruptcy, smells like bankruptcy, I'm sure it's just a change in the restructuring and everything will be fine and dandy.
What did you think of Sigora's statements with the restructuring? Actually, I'm not going to put you in that position to answer that question. The restructuring statements on their Instagram account, you viewers and listeners interpret that as you see fit. Keep going. Keep reading comments from the Sigora Home Instagram account. This is on their Instagram account with people that follow them to support them. You follow someone's Instagram account to support the brand and business, and this is the content underneath it. And wait to hear the story about the family that cannot sell their house because of Sigora Home. I'll relay that to you in a matter of moments. I swear to Christ, I will always champion the underdog. Sigora Home owes this network nearly $7,000, and we are at the bottom of the totem pole. $7,000 for us in the grand scheme of things is nothing when people can't sell their houses. Judah Wickhauer, the show is yours. Keep reading the comments.
Here's a short one. Just says, that's a shame. It was a horrible company to work with. I hope only financial trouble for you going forward. The next one gets into the fact that people haven't been getting return calls. So this explains why our calls are not being returned. 3 of our panels went out, and we have been trying for months to get someone out to fix them. Wow. And then he has some responses saying, we've been trying for more than 2 years. And he replies, that's absolutely ridiculous. If we need to step it up a notch or 2, we will. They need to let customers know their intentions so we can plan accordingly.
Keep going. Next one.
This one says it is real tough to run a business when you can't get insurance. I'm not sure if...
I got a genuine question. I asked this of the CEO over the weekend, Michael Ball. Do you have business insurance? Michael, I asked you that question. His response, I'm not going to comment on that now. Solar installation on roofs, people's houses. I asked the CEO of the company, do you guys have business insurance? And his response, I'm not going to comment on that now. Keep reading the comments.
This guy says, pretty interesting that y'all only post this here on IG, where you
Instagram,
where you have a fraction of the followers you have on Facebook. Could it be because people would actually see it on Facebook? Or maybe because you've had people calling you out on there for quite a while now and you don't actually want anyone to know how to find you. Good luck with this futile attempt to recover your image. Have been waiting for you to crash and burn for a while now and will delight in every moment of it. The future is indeed looking bright as we all watch you go down in flames.
These are literally on their Instagram account. Keep going, Judah.
That's it for the Instagram responses. But clearly shows people from both the employee base and the client base who are not happy with the company. And obviously that doesn't tell the whole story. We've read, 8, 9 responses, but I think the pattern is fairly clear.
I will relay a story to you from a family that has contacted me. So far, 71 families have contacted me. 71 individual families have contacted me, homeowners, since Thursday and Friday's show. Please continue to contact me. Here is my email address, jerry@ilovecville.com. I will give it to you again. Jerry, Jerry, at ilovecville.com. We're going to roll out a new segment on this network called the Sigora Solar Sagas, where every day until this company fix its shit, we will relay a saga to you. I have 3 newspapers now watching this program. This from a family. Jerry, we had Sigora Home install a system on our roof 13 months ago. The entire solar system is currently not functioning. We have called, we have emailed, we have driven to their location, and we have been ignored. Currently, we are paying financing on our solar equipment, but because that solar equipment is not working, we are now paying a full Dominion electric bill. We're paying twice for what we thought were utilities that we would eventually own. Sigora, when they sold us this infrastructure to put on our roof, they told us that the debt and financing for this system could be transferred at closing. Now we are trying to sell our house. We are behind on our mortgage. That behind on mortgage payment is in part because of Sigora, but also in part because of financial decisions we have made that have been poor. We realize that. One of our rescue attempts is to sell our home and to capitalize on the equity that we have earned. However, potential buyers have realized the equipment on our roof does not work. They realize the warranty is bogus, and we have a major red flag on our roof that is a money pit. This is all so sad. Please let the community and the world know that Sigora Home preyed on us and damaged our families. Our family. We are everyday people that are living paycheck to paycheck, or at least we thought we were. Do you care to highlight anything else you found online?
Yeah, there's some fairly telling interactions with the Better Business Bureau, and it seems as though in response to those interactions, their Better Business Bureau accreditation, I don't know what you call it, has been revoked. But these people, I mean, it's sad how many there are, but here's one that's pretty short and sweet and fairly damning. We contracted with Sigora to purchase solar panels for our home. This was almost a year ago. We paid a 50% deposit of $9,400.
Okay, one more time for those in the back, please.
50% deposit on what they thought was going to be solar panels was $9,400.
Is $9,400 a lot of money?
I would think for most people it is.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Are we in a recession? Do we have inflationary times? Is credit card debt at an all-time high for Americans right now?
Yeah.
Do you say yes to all of the above?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead. And that was a 50%? That was not the full payment, right?
That was 50% up front.
Show is yours.
After Sigora inspected our roof, they determined we would need to sign an additional document releasing Sigora of all liability from damages during installation. Possibly because perhaps they don't have insurance of their own. We were not willing to sign this additional document, so we canceled the contract. We are still waiting for Sigora to return our $9,400 deposit. It has been over 5 months. The company has not even returned phone calls or emails. We just want our deposit back.
What, they just want their deposit back?
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
Rightfully so. No, of course I can't blame them.
Why did Sigora Home not put their phone number in the statement they issued under the cloak of darkness Friday night after our shows on Thursday and Friday? Sigora Home, why did you not issue a phone number in the effing statement that you issued? Why do you think that is? You're a smart guy.
Well, I think it's immaterial. They haven't been answering phone calls anyway, so sure, they could leave one, but who's going to answer it?
The reason they didn't put the phone number in is because they know it would be ringing off the hook with
unhappy customers.
Nastiness. Nastiness that is legitimate and justified. Anything else you want to highlight there, Judah?
Here's another one. I had the panels installed on my house in June of 22. As of May 17th, 2023, the panels have not been operational at all. I have had several conversations with them about my issue. A technician was out in November of 22. He stated that the breaker box needed to be updated. We notified the company. He stated that they would send someone else out, which has not happened. I have called and texted all the people that were part of the original install with no avail. I'm still paying $231 a month with no return on the investment of the panels. The customer service is the poorest I've ever dealt with. They make promises to return your call and never do.
I want anyone watching this program to do a basic Google search. I will do it with you. I got a Google tab open. Viewers and listeners, get your phone out. Do it on your computer. I'll wait for you. Let's do it together. Judy, you do it too. And I want you to read a couple more, okay? You know what we're doing? We're standing up for the underdog. We are standing up for middle America, middle class America, lower class America, folks living paycheck to paycheck, folks that barely can live paycheck to paycheck. We're standing up for people that have put their trust in a company, like many of us do. A company that is asking for thousands of dollars up front for an installation system that they've promised will lower their utility bill. A company that is promising average Joes and average Sallys an opportunity to distance themselves from monopoly. A monopoly we call Dominion Electric. Mm-hmm. A monopoly that has all of us by the short and curlies, by the balls. A monopoly that can raise utility bills every year at any clip they effing want. You want to know why? Because they're the only ones that offer the service. So you got a company knocking on doors, calling people with slick huckster salespeople. Partner with us, they say. Give us money, they say. Put this equipment on your roof, they say. It's under warranty, they say. It will chop down your utility bill, they say. Eventually you'll pay off these panels, they say. Then you can forget Dominion, they say. If something happens, call us, they say. It's under warranty, they say. We'll service it, they say. What's happening?
They're clearly not replying.
The Roanoke Times is watching the program. Welcome Roanoke Times to the show. Johnny Ornalis, the owner of Guadalajara and El Mariachi. Two fantastic restaurants. Welcome to the show. Philip Dowell in Scottsville. Hello and welcome to the program. Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Williamsburg. Welcome to the show. Chesterfield and Henrico, welcome to the show. Raleigh, welcome to the show. 5 states on the I Love CVille Network. You and I said, viewers and listeners, pull out your phone, let's go to Google. You want to do it together? Or you already have yours open, don't you? I'm going to Google. I'm typing in Sigora Home Reviews. Sliding down. Oh, Judah. Maybe you can take the Better Business Bureau. Why don't you, are we on a 2-shot?
Yeah.
Can you do this? I'm sliding over to your table. If you can do this on your computer, am I on camera here? If you slide over a little bit so folks can see me. Go to Google, if you could. I typed in Sigora Home Reviews, and then I slid to the bottom right here. The first link is the Better Business Bureau, this one here. Can you take a screenshot so we can put this on screen? Screenshot this here, please, with your Mac or this Asus, and let's put this screenshot on screen during the show. Can you do that for me? Thank you. Sigora Home Reviews is what I put into Google. I'm sliding down into the first link under their Google profile. Their first link under their Google profiles by a third party. It's called the Better Business Bureau. Better Business Bureau holds businesses accountable. Independent third party. They got no beef. They got no skin in the game with Sigora Home. They got no beef with Sigora Home. They're just the Better Business Bureau. Scroll down, viewers and listeners, to the link right below the Google profile. Jamie Turner and Culpepper, welcome to the program. Viewers and listeners, tell us you're watching the show. Hammer the like button right now. And tell your friends and viewers to listen to this damn show right now. Chad Wood in Western Albemarle, welcome to the program. Effing love you, Chad Wood. Click Better Business Bureau. Judah's going to put on screen what's showing under the Better Business Bureau. I'm not even going to describe it with my words. I want you to see it with your eyes. Lord in Keswick, welcome to the program. Thank you for watching the program, Lord in Keswick, Virginia. Grateful for your viewership. Stephen, watching the program in Martinsville. Thank you kindly for watching the show. We love when you watch the show. Christoph, watching the program in Short Pump. Hello. Oh, it's on screen. Everyone, take a look at the screen. Take a look at the screen. Look at the screen now. What do you see in a black box there under their Better Business Bureau profile? What's the word?
Revoked. And next to that, D-.
Revoked D-. Keep it on screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. If you can come back to me on a 1-shot. Actually, keep it on a 2-shot so the lower third stays on. Roger Voisinay, welcome to the program. the king of woolen mills. I love you, Roger Voisinet, a man who's a solar aficionado himself. Roger Voisinet literally puts in the feed, I'm telling other solar companies to watch your show right now. The investors that are investing their money into this company, I know who you are. And I'm not going to utilize your name, investors, because I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, investors, that you didn't truly understand the magnitude or the significance of what this company has been about. But the investors that are investing money into this company, at what point do you demand your money back? Did you know it was this level of predatory business practices and disingenuous salesmanship? Did you know it was this level of ghosting customers that are breaking even or behind on their mortgage? Did you? And if you continue to invest your money into this company, knowing this level of significance, perhaps I'm going to call you out too. I am unafraid, unabashed. I seek no approval from anyone. I champion and stand up for the underdog, and I fight for what's right. And at night, when I put my head on the pillow next to my wife, I sleep well. I've had success in my life, professionally and personally, because I do things the right way. I want every solar company to see this show. I want the Suttons at Tiger Solar to watch and listen. I want Sun Solar to listen. And the customers that have been burned, reach out to me. Jerry at ILoveCVille.com. Jerry at ILoveCVille.com is my email address. Keep it coming, baby. Keep them coming fast and furious. The Sigora Solar Sagas. Each day, we will relay one of your stories on this show. Because we're unabashed. We seek no approval. We're unafraid. What else would you like to relay? Judah.
I mean, there are plenty of...
relay a couple more.
Yeah, for anyone who's in the on the BBC, I mean the Better Business Bureau website or on their phones, there's a lot of these. I mean...
John, God, I love you, Dr. John. Let me go to Pro Renata. Dr. John is watching at Lake Placid, upstate New York. Dr. John is the owner of Pro Renata Brewery in Crozet. Pro Renata Brewery is honest, a phenomenal brewery, makes damn good beer. Damn good beer. Dr. John, I love the Hop Drone IPA. I would bathe in the Hop Drone IPA. I'd guzzle the Hop Drone IPA. Dr. John, the owner, the dentist, the visionary behind Pro Renata says this, Judah. Pro Renata put 360 panels on our roof. Nothing but problem after problem. Warranty? What warranty? This is from a guy that's a pillar in the Crozet community. You know Pro Renata, the brewery?
Yeah.
Here's the owner.
Mm-hmm.
There's the comment. Sigora, you F with the wrong fucker right here. I think you've realized that by now. Read another one, J-Dubs. I have so many effing comments coming in right now.
I mean,
read another one.
This one's short but maddening. I've noticed an increase in my power bill. I've called Sigora 13 times in the last 2 months to see about how I can find out what my panels are producing each month, and they have yet to return my calls. I called them today, and they hung up on me.
What was that?
They hung up on him.
And you don't even mean to laugh there, do you?
I mean, you asked me earlier why they're not putting their phone number down, and you said it's because they would get inundated, and I said, why bother? They're not answering their phones anyways, and we've repeatedly seen proof of that in the complaints that are showing up on Better Business Bureau. People who have been either, as you said, ghosted, or actually had somebody hang up on them. I mean, it's baffling. And then they come out with the statement on Instagram. I mean, I'd like to see them come out with a statement on Instagram that explains 10 pages of complaints on the Better Business Bureau's website.
How would you characterize this type of behavior, Judah? This type of business practice?
I don't even know. Is it pathological? Are these people? Is the owner or the CEO or whoever's in charge of all this? Is he just pathological? Is he just going around like promising stuff to people and I just don't get it. And then I mean, seeing that statement on Instagram, I mean, it really does seem like this company is going under, right?
They owe hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, to creditors everywhere, and are on the brink of class action lawsuits, which I will help lead the charge with. I have what is 9 media outlets watching this show right now. Newspapers, radio, and television. Investors of this company. Did you know it was this significant? And if you did, you're next. The Charlottesville Business Innovation Council, CBIC. Tracy Green is the head of this. Tracy Green helped craft that statement on Instagram. Tracy Green and CBIC. Why, CBIC, you got in this fight? Just is the definition of piss poor forward thinking. She's the executive director of the Charlottesville Business Innovation Council. She issued a statement, or excuse me, an email newsletter over the weekend that republished the Sigora Holmes statement in the Charlottesville Business and Innovation Council e-newsletter to its database of people.
That's bold.
Viewers and listeners, live on air, literally outside our show watching the program. I believe that Sigora Solar is a CBIC finalist of some kind of award. Let me check. If you go on the Charlottesville Business Innovation Council Facebook page or website, you will see that Sigora Home is up for some kind of award that CBIC is backing.
Finalist for annual CBIC awards.
Oh my goodness, what is it? What is it? Please relay that to me.
It's on CBS 19 News from May 2nd of this year.
Oh, CBIC. CBIC.
Google Sigora CBIC.
Google Sigora CBIC, you said. Sigora, Sigora, space C as in cat, or Charlottesville, B as in business, I as in innovation, and C as in council. Sigora CVille is what we're Googling. Oh, there's a new story. It's from June 6, 2023. The Charlottesville Business Innovation Council recently recognized its annual award recipients at its gala, CBS 19 reports. These awards go to local businesses, startups, leaders, and others who have had an impact on the business community locally and across the region or even globally. CVille. Wait, which award did CVille give Sigora Home? Say it loud for those in the back. Loud for those in the back from the CBS 19 website and news article.
Just a second.
Here, I have it. Would you like me to show it to you?
Yeah, this thing is, their website is super slow.
Here. You can do it on mine. Here, dog. Just don't drop it. I like it.
Business, is this the business of the year?
Just read from that right there.
Here we go. Let's see. Below is a list of this year's award recipients. CBIC Social Good Award.
Jesus Christ, dude. What did the Charlottesville Business Innovation Council, what CVille award did they give Sigora Home? Tracy Green, this is you, gal.
The Social Good Award. I mean, to be fair, we have spoken with them previously about.
There's nothing to be fair
their
here.
Work.
Please, nothing to be fair here. Okay. I can't allow you to offer any kind of empathy to a company that's been doing something like that. CVille offered Sigora Home which award?
Social Good.
The Social Good Award from the Charlottesville Business Innovation Council to Sigora Home on CBS 19. Good God. I have a meeting in 30 seconds about this. So I'll close the show by encouraging all you viewers and listeners to share this show with every single Tom, Dick, and Harry you know. And I'll close the show by saying this: the Sigora Solar Saga will be a part of every talk show that I do moving forward. My name is Jerry Miller, and this is the I Love CVille Show.